Hey everybody, it's Terrence from Southeastern Ohio Outdoors. Today I'm going to show you a little recipe I found on a website called archerytalk.com. It's a forum site that I play around on all the time, and they've even got recipes where guys make stuff and put it on there, and I decided to try one. This is something you're supposed to have with deer tenderloin. I like it so much that I'm out of deer tenderloin, so now I'm making it with just some Angus tenderloin fillets that I bought. I'll describe it. It's you take a tenderloin 3/4 of an inch thick, I'd say, and then you just take a mallet and tenderize it, and then you are supposed to, with the original recipe that I found, take it and put it in a marinade of teriyaki sauce and garlic, and then let it sit in there, and then you flatten it out, put some cream cheese on it, and then you fill it with sausage and jalapeno and onion, and then you wrap it on, bake, and put it on the grill. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a variation of that tonight, and I'm gonna kind of walk you through it. So here we go. All right, first things first, here's my tenderloins. I went ahead and trimmed off some of the fat off of them because we normally trim fat off. I know it generates most of the taste, but not with this. You've got all the taste in the world after you've done everything. So first thing you do is you take a tenderizer and then you start flattening it out. Sorry for the noise, I know this is loud. Try to make it pretty thin, because you're going to have to put an awful lot into them. So you can imagine that this is a very tender meat. Get it tenderized. Okay, there's one of them. And after you're done with that, this is my marinade that I'm using tonight. It's A1 sauce and like a spicy mustard. It's one of my favorite things to put on any kind of meat. It's always my favorite. So here's my marinade, put it in that. Okay, that's in there. Go ahead and flatten out the next one. Good, yeah. So go ahead and put that in the marinade. And that's where we're going to let them sit for a little bit. Normally, I like to set it in there for a couple hours is what I normally do, but the A1 and horseradish, it's going to be a pretty powerful marinade anyway, so I won't need to let it sit that long. So anyway, I'm going to let it sit. Here's as you can see, just some sausage links. Like this is some Bob Evans sausage. This would be really good with deer sausage. Well, it is very good with deer sausage. Actually, it's good with just about everything I've ever put with it, because it's a good meal. But just cut it up into some pieces, and then after you got there, it'll shred pretty easy and flatten out. So you have your sausage ready, because the marinade is on there plenty. So it's about time to get started on the meat, and the cream cheese is ready to go. So you take your piece of meat and then you put it out like that, and then you take your cream cheese and go to town with it. This is just a whipped cream cheese. I like it. It seems to work a little bit easier than sticks of cream cheese. You got to set it out and let it get warm so you can spread it on a little bit more. Like I said, probably a very unhealthy dinner. But then you take this cream cheese and spread it on. Try to get as much coverage as you can. Makes it a lot easier to roll up and make everything stick together a little better. So, here, once you get it there, you got cream cheese pretty much on all of it. That looks pretty good. You'll take some of your sausage and put it in the center, like so. And it's alright to load it pretty well. because it cooks up quite well. But I use mushrooms instead of the jalapenos. Jalapenos is good. It is very good actually, but I really like mushrooms on just about everything that I make, and of course I put onions in because I love onion too. It's great to cook with. Onion. Okay, once you get it there, that's when you take it, roll it up. You take and roll, just like a burrito. Try to keep everything as good in as you can. Alrighty, there it is, rolled up. Alright. Okay, there you go. And now, I went and grabbed bacon out of the refrigerator a minute ago. Found out that all we had left was turkey bacon, so this is a first. Sure, it'll still be good, but not quite as good as a nice, horribly disgusting, fattening piece of bacon. And then you'll take it. Gotta use a lot of toothpicks to hold these on because you normally have a whole piece of bacon too, because somebody wants to cut them all in half too. Make sure you attach your bacon to stick. Do the other side. Okay. Everything's starting to come together. This is normally a lot easier with a solid piece of bacon. I think I've said that. But that's basically what it'll look like. I'm going to put a couple pieces on the ends. Try and hold some of the sauce or the cream cheese from coming out. Probably won't work too well, but I'm going to try. Okay, there's that. Roll it back over again. And put some toothpicks in. So, that's what it looks like right now. And this is how you put it on the grill. And that's going to come up next. Right here. And I've got one more put together. And then we'll go from there. Alright, everything's done. It's all ready. Time for the grill. I'm going to put it out there. Get this thing cooking. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. Alright, there's the grill. It's good and hot. Go ahead and turn the heat down to low. There's a little fire. Yeah. Alright. And this is when we start cooking them. Sizzle. Alright, and then a tenderloin for my wife. Just salt. But there you go. It's on the grill. Cooking. It's gonna take about 5 minutes per side. Go ahead and flip them for the first time. Actually, because of this turkey bacon, it's probably not going to look like I'm used to, so this may be a learning experience for everybody involved. But, oh well, that piece of bacon popped off. Yeah, a little better. That doesn't look too bad. It's coming along quite nicely. My wife's tenderloin, I'll probably have to cook that in the oven to get it right temperature. But coming along, looking good. I have to figure out a way to set them up. That side was relatively easy. And this one's not going to be because the bacon's ripped. That wasn't too bad. But there's that piece. And I think my wife's tenderloin's probably about to come out. Yep. Well, it's time to take that tenderloin off. But the rolls got to keep going. Alright, here's what they look like when they're getting close to done. Of course, normally looks a little different with regular bacon, it will. But I think a good way to tell when it's about done is the toothpicks will pull out relatively easy. As you can see, you just kind of grab a hold of it. They pull right out, nice and clean. So that's when I go ahead and figure that they've cooked rather well. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these toothpicks out, and I'll continue on my way. Okay, I learned a very valuable lesson today that toothpicks aren't going to hold together half slices of turkey bacon, regardless of what you do. How many you put in, it's not going to work. So remember, whole pieces of bacon. It's the only way this is going to come together and look nice. So go ahead and put those on there and let it melt for a little bit. Alright, the pepper jack cheese is melted and it is ready to come off the grill. And this is a finished product. Doesn't look quite as beautiful as normal, but it still looks delicious to me. Let's take a real quick look at it. Delicious. Alright, we are about to start eating. The dog has smelled it and he is ready for food. Too bad for him. I'm going to be the one eating it. Alright. Okay, a word for the wise is before you eat this, you can hear my daughter in the background. She's wanting coffee apparently. She's 2. But word for the wise, you need to let this set for about 5 minutes because the cream cheese that's in there, it's going to be like napalm in your mouth if you eat it when it's fresh off the grill. So, cut into it. The dog is licking his lips. Oh, still good with the turkey bacon. It's worth another bite. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So whenever you feel like trying this, just go ahead and click on our website and I'll put up a little bit, no, not our website, our Facebook page. How about that? I'll put up a little write-up on how to cook it and what's involved. So guys, enjoy.